many movies these days are being ripped from the headlines. Why was this something that you wanted to talk about?
I think the idea was to dive into some passion thrillers, right? To find really juicy stories that we can adapt into scripted movies under this love and murder heading. And this one in particular just had all of the tenets. It checked all the boxes. Here was this guy, super successful, kind of a celebrity in his own time. And his philandering ways were mind-boggling. And the fact that he, had so many people that potentially could have been the ones who, committed the heinous crime. I mean, the way he was murdered was brutal. It just had all of the elements of a really juicy passion thriller.
So now this happened back in 1996. It is 2023. And do you still think we're seeing similar stories happening and people aren't learning just yet?
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, right? There's this fascination with people who get themselves into these relationships, trample on people's feelings, don't think there are going to be any repercussions. And unfortunately, sometimes the women snap. We've seen tons and tons of unscripted content around, the idea of women who just have had enough.
Then when you think about Taye Diggs and all the people that you have involved in this project, do you think that they brought to life pretty much?
I think Taye did an amazing job, right? A lot of people are like, oh, he's always the nice guy, the good guy. And to see him in this role, I think he managed to capture the essence of who, we found Lance to be just from all of the articles and all of the things that people have said about him. This guy who really was a narcissist, right? Who just felt like he was God's gift and that there would never be any repercussions for the way he trampled both in business and in his personal life. And to see Taye step into that role and to actually bring him to life in a way where you almost understand his warped thinking, right? I think that's a testament to Taye's acting abilities.
As I close here, you did talk about repercussions, and I feel like I wouldn't be worth my salt if I didn't ask you about some of the things. And is this colorism training definitely going to help? And do more people in corporate places need to start doing this?
And we went through an entire period of, Black Lives Matter, where there was all of this discussion around diversity, inclusion, colorism, racism. I think that, as people, we should figure out how to coexist in this world. So I think colorism training is important. I think there are conversations to be had about it. And hopefully, in time, we become a more inclusive society overall.